Similarly, black residents could receive roughly $2,352 in compensation for policing.
Fifth grade reading level.
So okay, you can't just do it for the African Americans. So what about the Hispanic community? What about the Chinese American community? What about the Irish community? Native Americans? There's all the other people.
It's a slippery slope.
It is. So everyone that's pretty much an ethnicity or receives some type of discrimination, is everyone just going to start getting checks? Is that what the idea is? Because why should it just be black people receiving compensation for something I didn't even go through? Not saying I haven't been through some kind of...
It's going to force a lot more eyes on us for reasons that I really do not want.
And then, if not everyone gets it, so now I'm not black enough, or I haven't proved that I've suffered enough.
They pay a percentage of your heritage.
So we went ahead and took a look at your ancestry. You're about 45% black. So the cutoff was 46. You nearly made it, but... due to that fact,
here's $100.
Yeah, we can't let you in. Sorry, your blackness is just not covered. Sorry. What if they went door to door? They figured out the black people that qualify, and they just started going door to door.
Now that's scary.
They try to treat it like as if you won like the what is that thing?
Publishing Clearinghouse.
Publishing Clearinghouse. Has anyone ever won that? Anyway,
I don't need someone coming to my door saying, "Hey,
there's a camera shoved in your face.
You're black. Good job for being black. We're here to."
Hey, shake our hand. Shake my hand. You received the check. And they just look happy, smile.
And it's Joe Biden. I'm just like, oh my God.
Because of me, you got this. You're right.
Reelect me.
Yeah, I got your vote, right? I got your vote, right?
All right. Woo!
Here we go.
What we got?
This one's going to keep... Look at the screen. California Reparations Panel approves payments of up to $1.2 million to every black resident. Intro.
For what?
I knew you would love this. Yes.
For what?
I knew you would love this.
You said reparation?
Reparations.
For slavery?
Look, so California Reparations Task Force, this is a task force, formally recommended that the state offer payments of up to $1.2 million to every qualifying black resident.
Ooh, okay, pause. What's a qualifying black resident? Does that mean if you're only like a quarter black, you don't qualify?
So reparations are not only morally justifiable, but they have the potential to address long-standing racial disparities and inequalities.
The reparations aren't going to fix shit.
So basically what they're I get it. Black residents affected by redlining by banks will receive $3,366 for each year they lived in California from the early 1930s to the late 1970s, amounting to up to $184,099. Math. Similarly, black residents could receive roughly $2,352 in compensation for policing.
Fifth grade reading level. We're keeping that in.
I'm so mad at myself. And mass incarceration for each year they lived in California between 1970 and 2020. Those payments could amount to $115,260.
So I have a serious question. All jokes aside, where's this money coming from?
California, apparently.
Because
they're taking money from the taxpayers. You already paid
the taxpayers, and who are all taxpayers? The black people who also live there. So were we paying our own reparations?
Listen, bro.
And I say "are." I don't. So
this is California. So this is. I think they're trying it there, and if it works here, then they're gonna. Every other state, you're gonna see do the same thing. You'll get a check in the mail, man, saying, "Hey, this is for your grief."
I'll be honest with you though. It's like, okay, so if these reparations mean that we can no longer play the victim card anymore,
I don't know if that's what that.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know if that's what that means.
But if people get the money and they still go on these tangents about like racism and slavery and all this other shit.
I mean, something that's always going to be there, but I know what you're saying. Like, you can't use it as a scapegoat anymore. You can't say this is the reason why
it's holding you down. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a proposal. Like I said, it's a proposal. They apparently, I don't know where you come up with this obscure number of 1.2 million and how you decided that from this time period to this time period would receive it. And
Native Americans have like plots of land and like, I don't want to say settlements, but areas, because we're still here. Slavery has ended decades ago.
Yeah.
But we're asking for that. Like if slavery was still going on and they still wanted to do that and they wanted to have their reparations in, I can understand it. But now I'm just like, the money is not there for one.
It is.
This isn't going to prevent people from still making excuses of why they can't do shit.
It's what it is
the dollar's already being devalued to shit right now.
Of course.
You're talking about, here's $1.3 million of whatever, but how much is that actually going to be worth?
And then when you think in the grand scheme, receiving the $2,500 or whatever they allocate to everybody, you're right. You can hand somebody $1 million, but if they don't know how to manage it, if they don't know,
right?
If they they don't have any type of
understanding. There are skills that aren't or haven't been taught consistently in the community.
Why don't we invest in that? Yeah, somebody to be willing to teach people how it all works.
Right.
Instead of handing you money, it's like handing somebody the keys to a car that's never drove. All right, here you go. Good luck.
Instead of complaining about the system, we need to teach more about the system, how to not overcome it, but how to win the system.
Absolutely. And to sit here, it's still going to keep people in poverty. That's not going to do shit for you. 35, 3,200, whatever you get received.
And it might, but the thing is, in California, $1.2 million is probably like $50,000 in Kansas.
See, so
because of the cost of living there and just a whole bunch of shit.
But I can see that then if it's successful in California, and which I don't even know how you can even define the measure. First of all, the amount of money, let alone is this working? Is this beneficial? What is it supposed to do?
Right.
Other than saying, "Hey, we're sorry. Here you go." So then what's going to happen? So what? Okay, you can't just do it for the African Americans. So what about the Hispanic community? Mm-hmm. What about the Chinese American community? What about the Irish community? Native Americans? There's all that people.
It's a slippery slope.
It is. So everyone that's pretty much an ethnicity or receives some type of discrimination, is everyone just going to start getting checks? Is that what the idea is? Because why should it just be black people receiving compensation for something I didn't even go through? Not saying I haven't been through some kind of...
It's going to force a lot more eyes on us for reasons that I really do not want.
I don't know, dude. Like I said, I saw this and I was like, really, y'all? This is what we're doing with our...
People going to come to...
They're
going to come to blows because I'm like, you know what? Instead of $1.2 million, I want $2.4 million because I'm going to take yours.
Well, on top of that, it's just like, well, what am I going to do with $2,500? What's $3,500? And then if not everyone gets it, so now I'm not black enough, or I haven't proved that I've suffered enough.
They pay a percentage of your heritage.
So we went ahead and took a look at your ancestry. You're about 45% black. So the cutoff was 46. You nearly made it, but due to that fact,
here's $100.
Yeah, we can't let you in. Sorry, your blackness is just not covered. Sorry. So what? Like it's going to create even more division between. It's like I said, it's an all more distractions. It's distracting you from the real issues that are actually occurring.
Right.
Here, look at this. Let's give you guys something to talk about and focus on your attention on while we do this over here.
Which is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but at least we know what the whole thing. I don't sit here and if Kansas were to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Which you're right, give or take 50,000, 100,000, whatever it is. Here's your $50 that you after taxes, because you got to remember tax. Here's your $27.82. Congratulations.
Right.
You can't even fill your car up. Congratulations.
I don't know. It's like me. I can't complain about things that happened in the past. I can only
move on. Why don't we? Our ancestors sacrificed and did everything just like our folks, our parents, everybody's done to set us up to where we are today. Right. For us to make the best decisions possible.
And we keep making shitty fucking decisions.
We keep bringing up the past, too. We keep doing this. Look, you didn't go on
Well, because the systems are still in place that oppress the black man. And these are the people... So, I coined the term reverse Uncle Ruckus.
Reverse Uncle
Ruckus? Because if you've seen the Boondocks, Uncle Ruckus is the black guy who is basically a white supremacist. A reverse Uncle Ruckus is basically... the black guy who's saying, if you're not down for the cause, then you are an Uncle Tom. My brother.
Yeah, that demonizes you for whom you date and whom you deal with or whatever. I can say they have them people. There's a lot of people like that. So, but black people can't be racist.
Yeah,
it's been proven. It's been proven.
100%. Oh yeah, with the science.
Yep.
This is probably the same way they came up with these calculations for $1.2 million.
Right? I was like, who came up with this figure?
It's like, all right, according to this year, they were enslaved for this amount of time. There was about this many people here. This
is a potential income they could have made had they not been in.
And then plus interest over X amount of years, man.
I don't know, y'all. Look, whether it works in California or not, the fact is that someone put it out there. That means even if it doesn't work in California, other places are going to try to then do the same thing.
Yeah. So, well, Alabama probably won't. Mississippi probably won't.
I thought it was fascinating. Definitely something interesting to discuss. So, well, let us know what y'all think. Is that something that do you believe this is a real issue? Should this really be something that we should even be considering or looking forward to?
Honestly, if I saw a random check in my mail, I'm going to do one of two things. Well, I'm going to do two of three things. I'm going to check my bank account. I'm going to check my gas tank. And I'm going to check my refrigerator. I'm like, all right. I guess I'll take your pity money.
What if they went door to door? They figured out the black people that qualify, and they just started going door to door.
Now that's scary.
And they try to treat it like as if you won like the what is that thing?
Publishing Clearinghouse.
Publishing Clearinghouse. Has anyone ever won that? Anyway,
I don't need someone coming to my door saying, "Hey,
there's a camera shoved in your face.
You're black. Good job for being black. We're here to
shake our hand. Shake my hand. You received the check." And they just look happy, smile.
And it's Joe Biden. I'm just like, oh my God.
Because of me, you got this. You're right.
Reelect me.
Yeah, I got your vote, right? I got your vote, right?
No, I'm not black enough. I'm sorry. We are outro.
God dang.